Welcome to another update from Elixir's voyage around the world, and welcome to the Tuamotus, the largest chain of atolls in the world, pretty much exactly in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. My name's Max, and for the last 4 years I've been sailing around the world on board Elixir, a Sparkman Stevens Swan 37 with a constantly changing group of friends. Right now, we're almost halfway through our circumnavigation, making our way across the South Pacific and exploring some of the remotest destinations we've ever been to on Elixir. We're currently inside the Atoll of Fakarava, one of the larger atolls in the chain. For the last week, we've been anchored next to the South Pass, a world-class dive site and a hotspot for marine life. We dove at the wall of sharks, which probably sounds scarier than it is. There's pretty much always hundreds of sharks cruising along this wall, but they are all friendly and it was surreal to get so close to them. We also timed our visit with the annual grouper spawning, where thousands of these marbled groupers gather in the South Pass beneath the soft light of a full moon and make babies. It had been well over a month since we'd last been shopping, and we'd heard there was a town and a small shop in the north of the island, so we picked up the anchor and set sail for the other side of the lagoon. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Join the Patreon to be the first to hear about any opportunities to sail on Elixir. The goal of this voyage is to share the sailing lifestyle with as many people as possible, and we've already had over 50 different crew members join along the way.
We are leaving the South Pass of Fakarava after a charming time at Tetimanu village, where we've done lots of snorkeling and scuba diving and socialising, where there's been loads and loads of cruises here. And yeah, we're now going to sail 30 nautical miles north to the town of Rotuava, where we can get some supplies, we can go to a restaurant and apparently see some manta rays, so we're quite excited. How are you feeling about the passage?
It's going to be really nice sailing because we're inside the atoll, so there's quite a consistent wind and very flat seas, and the wind's on the beam, which is one of Elixir's best points of sail, so it should be quite a good sail. And our friends on the boat Latifa, which is a 1936 wooden classic, the design's called a fife. They're really beautiful boats. They're sailing just behind us, and they're probably going to overtake us in the next half an hour, which is going to be really cool because it's like a epic 80-foot yawl. Yeah, it should be a nice sail.
Today's my final sail on Elixir. I think we have a beautiful day for it. There's not a cloud in the sky. If you only look up.
Behind you.
Smooth sailing because we're in the atoll. We have wind on the beam and we're just cruising. I'm pretty excited for Latifa to overtake us, and then we can put the drone up and hopefully get some cool shots of Elixir and Latifa together. Just a good day to be sailing.
So we just got overtaken by Latifa, and it all happened so quickly. Like, she just came up behind us and then completely dusted us, but that has to be one of the most beautiful boats I've ever seen, and I actually got goosebumps a little bit when she was sailing past, because like, that was insane. Like, that was so cool. I was like, this is the prettiest boat I've ever seen. We can still see her back there. Nick's got the drone up, so we've got some epic shots of the two boats sailing together, and yeah, so unreal to be sailing alongside a boat like that. It's so rare that you see classics, especially out here in the Pacific. Yeah, and our friends are on board.
It's quite hard to keep up with her even with the drone.
Nick's on it with the drone content. Latifa was designed by William Fife, a legend in yacht design, and apparently she's one of his favourites. She was built in Scotland in 1936, and like Elixir, she started off as an offshore racing yacht. However, now she is used as a vessel to see the world. It's rare to see a boat this beautiful and well maintained, especially in the South Pacific, and it was surreal to be sailing alongside her inside this massive atoll. But Latifa is 70 foot long, and even with a few reefs in the main, she still quickly overtook us. And even though we were sailing from one side of the atoll to the next, it was still 30 miles, and we had a whole day of sailing ahead of us.
Just disconnected. I've never had that happen before in my life.
That's what you say every time.
Well, I haven't had a lot of bad things happen in my life.
Every time you crash a drone into a person.
That was the first. Alright, ready?
The sailing conditions were pretty much perfect. The edge of the atoll was basically a long, thin strip of land which protected us from all of the Pacific swell. The island is also very low-lying, which means it didn't block much of the wind, and we still had a nice constant breeze. It was honestly one of the best days of sailing that we've had in the entire crossing. This would be our last stop in the Tuamotus. Nick, why are you tying a fender onto the anchor chain?
There's loads of bommies, which are these coral formations on the bottom of the anchorage. We have to tie the chain to a fender so that it floats. That helps it from getting snagged, or prevents it from getting snagged on the bommies. It's kind of annoying. It's a bit of a difficult task.
Is there more chain?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to let quite a lot out because it's quite deep. What's that you've got there?
So this is the snubber. It's a long piece of rope with a hook on the end. We attach the hook to the anchor chain, then let out the chain so it becomes slack. Once it's slack, it means that the weight of the boat is now going through to these two pieces of rope and the cleats on the bow rather than on the windlass, so it's good practice for whenever you're anchoring to use a snubber.
And then the last step of anchoring is to back down as hard as we can using the engine to pull back on the anchor and the chain, which digs the anchor into the sand. If you back down on the anchor with the engine, you can tell that it's stuck and it's not going to drag, because the last thing you want is the wind to pick up and the anchor to drag. So once we've got the snubber on, we back down, dig the anchor into the sand, and then hopefully we won't be moving anywhere at all.
And if you want to be really sure, you can dive it.
Yeah, if you want to be extra certain that your anchor's all good, you can dive on it.
Yeah, so I put the snubber on and we cleated it. So now I'm gonna let the chain out so that the snubber takes the load from the boat.
Obviously we spend pretty much 100% of our time at anchor, so it's really important that we get it right every time and Elixir's not going to drag. Generally the rule of thumb is if the water's 10 meters deep, you let out 4 to 5 times that depth in chain. So at the moment the water is 10 meters deep and we've let out about 45 meters of chain. So yeah, fingers crossed it should be all good.
So Max has just gone back to the cockpit to back down on the chain, just put it in reverse. So watch the markers, they'll dip under the water and that's how we'll know it's going tight. So our chain's going tight there. Our first marker went under. Second one's dragging a bit. And it's under. Yeah, we're tight. You can see down here our chain is holding the load. Yeah, we're good. So we're all set. We got a good, solid anchor. You're an influencer and you didn't even know it.
Can't help it, hey? Like, cameras follow you everywhere you go.
I'm just influential.
It's kind of insane.
What if the shark eats the guys? Oh my god.
Crikey.
Why is that so scary? Do you see how it sucks it in?
Yeah.
Check those. Oh, Chloe gave it a proper.
He's not looking so graceful right now. Like, alright, they all kept me. He genuinely looks like a sausage.
What's the activity for the day?
We are renting bikes and we're gonna bike around Fakarava. That's it.
Colby's already been beeped at.
Broke the speed limit, I think.
Neo. This is great.
Yeah.
You're such a show off.
Me and Jasper.
Neo. We're cycling around the island of Fakarava and there's only really one road here because it's an atoll and it's a super thin long strip of road. We're just going to carry on riding along it until we see what's at the other end. It feels great to be riding a bike after so long and stretching our legs because we haven't done much walking on these islands at all really. We can see the unobstructed Pacific swells on one side and then on the other side is the sheltered lagoon where Elixir's anchored. It looks really cool and yeah, a great place to ride a bike. Oh shit. When you spend all of your life on the ocean, any land-based activities are very novel, and it felt so good to just be on a road riding a bike. It was also really nice to catch up with all of our friends again and to explore this unique island together. How's the day out?
Oh, it's fabulous. Bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I like to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where I like.
Wow.
Welcome. MTV Cribs.
I love what you've done with the place.
Yeah, thanks.
Excuse the mess.
Hello.
This is where I would hang out for a while.
Yeah, it's nice. Get out and stay out.
See what's over here, eh? Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing, eh?
Fakarava has a population of around 800 people. The economy is mostly made up of tourism, pearl farms, and the export of sea cucumbers to Asia. A huge part of it is also the production of copra, which is the dried flesh of coconut used to make coconut oil. Once a week, a supply ship arrives bringing expensive imported fresh produce from Tahiti.
How does it feel to have fresh fruit and veg?
Oh my gosh, this is the day I've been dreaming about, honestly.
What's happening, Nick?
I'm leaving. Jasper's arrived and he's gonna take me to Latifa because Max and Chloe are leaving to go to Tahiti today. And I'm leaving to go home. So it's a sad day, but it's been a good trip.
How's your time been on Elixir?
I loved it. We did a lot. We sailed from the Marquesas to the Tuamotus. Got some pretty good passages in. Caught some fish. Snorkeled with sharks. Dove with the groupers. Just about everything I could have dreamed of doing. So it was a great time. And hopefully I can come back maybe one day. Maybe when you get to New Zealand I'll come visit or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Well, thanks for all the drone footage, it's epic.
Oh, and we got some amazing drone footage. Yeah, I'm so excited to go home and edit all that stuff. And yeah, it'll be good. Cheers.
Alright then, it's been a pleasure.
Thanks guys.
Great having you on board.
Yeah, thanks for coming, especially so last minute. We'd love having you on board.
Welcome back. Alright,
Thanks for babysitting.
Yeah, no worries. Bye guys, see you in a bit.
It's Georgie.
Yeah, we'll do. See you in a bit.
Final pass of the Tuamotus! Hooray! No more navigating tides and currents. How do you feel?
Yeah, great. We're just leaving the North Pass of Fakarava. This is our last island in the Tuamotus, so we're going to sail to Tahiti next. It's about 250 miles, dead downwind. It's just me and Chloe. Nick's left.
Sad. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. I'm gonna put this in, Max. Just the two of us. Saturday, late afternoon. We've been sailing for maybe 30 hours now. It's been a really chill passage. It's been quite rocky. There's a fair amount of swell, and we're just adjusting to it being the two of us. Usually we have 3 people on board, so the watches have been longer. We're doing 4 hours instead of 3 hours, and only 4 hours of sleep, but it's been really fun just finding the rhythm between me and Max.
Because it's just being Chloe, we've been doing 4-hour watches, so it's just like 4 hours on, 4 hours off, which is a little bit more tiring than when there's 3 people and you can have like 3 hours on and 6 hours off, but it's all good. And we're actually almost at Tahiti already because we've got like 50 or 60 miles to go, so we should arrive like really early tomorrow morning, which is exciting.
We're just such good sailors.
The wind's been pretty good. It's just been like broad reach with 2 reefs in the main the whole way, and it's been really chilled. Yeah, it's been good. So the sun's just risen and we've made it to Tahiti, as you can see. It's a pretty grey morning. There's just a chain of squalls that keep on rolling down the side of the island. Yeah, it doesn't look great today, I'm not gonna lie. We're about 5 miles away from the first anchorage, so I think we're just gonna pull in there because it would be nice to get some proper rest. 4 hours on, 4 hours off can be a bit tiring, especially like this morning when I had to wake up for my watch at like 4, and then now it's 8, and it's probably still a few more hours till we make landfall, so I haven't really had that much sleep. I only really like 3.5 hours sleep last night. But yeah, Tahiti looks cool. I can see Papeete. It's strange to see like a city after so long, just looking at atolls and small islands. But yeah, we made it. Thanks again for watching another update from our voyage around the world. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you could just engage with this video, like, comment, send it to one of your mates, I'd be super grateful. If you want to support the production of these videos and have access to exclusive Elixir content and be the first to find out about any opportunities to sail on board Elixir, then join our Patreon. And yeah, check out our online store for t-shirts and tote bags made with organic cotton, water-based ink. Yeah, thanks again for watching another one of these videos, and I'll see you next time.